Good morning to each and everyone. My discussion for today is Module 1, Introduction, Definition, and History. So, first, let's go now to our first discussion. So, definition of terms muna tayo. Okay? First is law enforcement. So, what is law enforcement? Law enforcement, sa law enforcement, okay, dito, ini-ensure nila yung strict compliance, okay, ng proper obedience of laws or yung proper na pag-promulgate ng laws. And also, sa Law Enforcement Administration, nakafocus sila sa policing processes and also from law enforcement agencies para in order to achieve their goals, okay, in that organization. Okay? Para ma-achieve nila effectively and efficiently yung goals and objectives nila sa isang organization like the PNP. Next, we have the law. What is law? The system of rules that a particular country or community recognizes as regulating the actions of its members and may enforce by the imposition of penalties. Okay? Dito naman sa law, so, law, ito yung mga rules, okay, ng ating bansa. Ito yung mga sinusunod nating rules or regulations dito sa ating bansa. Okay? Kasi once na hindi mo sinunod itong law na ito or rules na ito, okay, mapapatawan ka ngayon ng karampatang parusa or penalty. Next, we have the so-called enforcement. Enforcement means to compel obedience to a law, regulation, or command. Ito naman yung pagsunod mo. Okay? Pagsunod mo doon sa law, or regulation, or command. Yun yung tinatawag nating enforcement. Next, administration. An organizational process concerned with the implementation of objectives and plans and internal operating efficiency. Connotes bureaucratic structure and behavior, relative routine decision-making, and maintenance of internal order. The management of public affairs, the government, and existing or other persons collectively who compose it, especially its executive department. So, dito naman sa administration, ang concern naman nila is about sa implementation naman ng objectives, ng plans, and also the internal operating efficiency. Doon naman nakatuon yung tinatawag nating administration. Okay, next, we have the so-called police administration. Okay? Police administration, the organizational process concerned with the implementation of objectives and plans and internal operating efficiency of the police department. Kung sa administration, concerned siya with the implementation and objectives and also the internal operating efficiency ng isang organization or ng isang company. Ito namang police organization, same sila ng meaning, pero magkaiba lang sila ng organization. Sa police administration, nakatuon yung concern niya sa police department. Yung administration naman sa company or ibang organization naman. Yan yung pagkakaiba nila. Next, we have the so-called organization. Ano naman yung tinatawag nating organization? Organization is an association or group of individuals with a common goal. It is the structuring of an individuals and functions into productive relationships. It is either formal or informal organization. So, organization, ayan yung association of group or pagsasama-sama ng mga individuals para maging isang grupo. Pero, meron silang common goal. Meron silang iisang hangarin or goal. So, yung organization pwedeng maging formal, minsan naman pwedeng maging informal organization. Next, we have the so-called police. Police, one of the pillars of the criminal justice system that has the specific responsibility of maintaining law and order and combating crime within the society. So, yung pulis naman, isa sa mga pillars ng criminal justice system. Okay? Ang responsibility ng pulis is to maintain the law, yung law natin, yung rules or yung mga regulation natin dito sa bansa. And also, ang responsibility din nila is to combat crime. Okay? Para, kino-combat nila yung crime para hindi laganap yung krimen dito sa ating bansa. Yun naman yung trabaho ng isang pulis. Next, we have the so-called police organization. Police organization is a structured group of trained personnel deals with achieving the following goals and objectives. Okay? Sa police organization naman, ito yung mga group of people or group of trained personnel that deals, okay, to achieve following goals and objectives. Ito na yung mga kapulisan natin, yung mga trained personnel na tinatawag natin. Yan na yung mga kapulisan natin. Meron silang goals and objectives. Okay? Next, we have the so-called management. Management is the act of placing into action the policies and plans laid down by the administration. Hence, administration is a determinative function while management is an executive function. Both the management and the administration of an organization are directed towards the achievement of goals and objectives. Ang management naman, okay, sila naman yung naglalatag, okay, ng action or policies. Ayun ang ginagawa ng management. Once na malatag ng management yung action and policies, ang gagawin naman ng administration, sila naman yung, okay, magdi-disseminate sa mga tao. Okay? Sila yung gagawa ng policies and plans. What I mean, sila yung magsasabi sa mga tao na ito yung magiging plano, ito yung rules and regulation natin, or ito yung law. Okay? Sila naman po ang magdi-disseminate nun. So, kagaya yung sabi, administration is the determining function while the management is the executive function. Or, pwede din naman na vice versa. Okay? Pwede na ang management ang maging determinative. Pwede din naman na ang administration ang maging executive. So, next, we have, okay, meaning of the term police. So, we have different meanings. Kung makikita ninyo, okay? So, police is the agency of a community or government that is responsible for enforcing the law, maintaining public order, and preventing and detecting crime. Also, in the very broadest sense, the term police refers to the internal organization or regulation of the state, the control and regulation of the community or state through the exercise of the constitutional power of the government. In a narrow sense naman, police denotes the constitutionally created agency that exercise the power of the government concerning the maintenance of tranquility, public order, peace, security of persons and property, and the protection of public health and moral. In a very restricted sense naman, police refers to that organization of armed men which is actually an institution that is capable of exercising legally mandated duties to enforce the law, maintain public order, and detect and prevent crime. So, okay, sa police naman, kung pagsasama-samahin natin yung meaning niya, okay, ang ibig sabihin lang yan, sila yung nagmi-maintain ng public order and also sila rin ang taga-prevent at taga-detect ng krimen. Okay? Yun lang naman yung pinaka-main idea nung term na police. Kaya lang marami kasing binigay na definition or term doon sa word na police. Next, how did the term police evolve? Paano nga ba nag-evolve yung term na police? So, noon sa Greek, ang tawag sa kanila, politia, group of persons that governs a city. So, noon, ang police, okay, taga-govern lang sila ng city. Next, sa Roman naman, tinatawag rin silang politia. Okay, ano yung pinagkaiba? Sa spelling lang. Okay, condition of a state, government, and administration. Next, we have French. Okay, diyan na nagsimula yung tinatawag nating police. Okay, authorized people who actually enforce the law. So, sila na yung taga-enforce ngayon ng law. Okay, sa French. Next, Americans. Sa Americans, ang tawag nila sa police is law enforcement officer. And then, ano naman yung tinatawag nating cop is also used to describe a police officer. In England, they use the word copper or cop, originated from the phrase chief of police, constable on patrol, or some trace the word from the copper badge that early policemen were in New York. However, it is more likely that is originated from the European word cap, meaning to catch or to seize. Yun po ang ibig sabihin ng cap sa European, to catch or to seize. Okay? So, it is interesting to note that the word police, cop, constable, and patrol all belong from the French. So, yung word na police, cop, constable, and patrol, okay, nag-originate yan or belong yan from the French. The French patroller referred to the phrase to go through puddles. Okay? The creation of police force as a protective and law enforcement organization developed from the use of military bodies as guardians of the peace, such as the Praetorian Guard of Ancient Rome. So, ang tawag noon sa police nila sa Ancient Rome is tinatawag nilang Praetorian Guard. Yan po ang tawag nila noon. So, diyan nag-evolve yung term na police. Sa Greek, sa Roman, sa French, sa American, sa England. Okay? So, yan po, or doon nabuo yung tinatawag nating police. Next, types of organization. We have the formal organization and the informal organization. So, first, let's go now to formal organization. Formal organization are those with a system of coordinated activities, a group of people, authority, and leadership and cooperation towards a goal. So, sa formal organization, ito po yung mga tao na meron silang coordinated activities, okay? Ito yung mga tao na in authority, okay? And nagko-cooperate sila sa iisang goal. Sila yung tinatawag na formal organization. Sa informal naman, an indefinite and structureless organization that has no defensive subdivision, comprises by unconscious group of feelings, passion, and activities of individuals, and planned system of the activities and interaction of participants. Sa informal naman, grupo pa rin sila, pero wala silang definite na activities or wala silang definite na goal. Wala din silang structure, hindi guys sa formal organization na meron silang leader, or president, vice president. Sa informal, lahat sila leader or lahat sila pwedeng maging leader. So, ganyan po sa informal organization.